Hey everyone, I forgot my
Everybody,
line.
it's Jim Phoenix here.
Hey everyone, it's Jim
Another
Phoenix here.
exciting.
Oh, do the rest. You're doing well. Go for it, Box.
Thanks.
I mean, Jim.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Phoenix here. We got a brand new exciting episode for you on Streamin Demons. We're gonna talk about bitches. Is that it? Is that it, Box? No, it's not it, Jim. I think we're talking about bitches. All that and more on the next Streamin Demons. Hit it!
God damn, that was good. Good job. Yeah, making me laugh. Oh, Cam. Oh, Cam. Bam. Bam. Oh, cut that other music off.
I knew you were gonna do it. I was waiting for it.
It's no longer Pride Day, so fuck that song. We're not doing that.
Pride every day.
No, I ain't got no pride. I'm doing a show with you. There's absolutely no pride left.
There is no pride in this.
Welcome to Streamin Demons, where we give you some streaming and some demons. Or if you sell candles, steaming.
Yeah, it was like squeaming,
Screaming.
dreaming, demons, sleeming. Those are good. Those are good soaps, though.
I can't do that one. I shouldn't do that one. Never mind.
Semen?
No, not Semen Demons. We actually did the episode of Semen Demons.
Oh, that's right. We did.
Yeah.
The 69 one.
It was episode 69. It came out like in season 3, 712 episodes later, but yeah.
It's a retroactive. We retconned it.
Well, this is what I want to say. If you're new to Streamin Demons, this is a great episode to be on because we got a little bit of witches. Not a little bit of everything, but we got some witchy stuff for you.
We do.
And this is going back to our original how Haunted MTL started off. Was actually a ghost hunting site. But after that, when we decided to start to do like
when we solved all the ghost problems in the world,
we decided just like to write about it then. And the very first review on this site was about the witch.
The Vivitch.
Yeah.
I almost watched that. I almost watched that and said, "This is the best movie ever."
You almost watched it?
Well, I have watched it before, but I almost watched it for this episode.
Oh, for this episode? Oh god, that would have been like horrific. Not in a good way.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
I remember there's a goat in it. I remember Seth Martinez. Sorry, we do
Zeph Martinez is in The Witch? Shit, I'd watch it then. If Zeph's in The Witch, I'd watch this shit.
We have a writer, and he wrote an article about it and gave it very high stars.
Oh, that's right.
My apologies.
I remember that was the time I said I was going to fire for doing it. You're fired, son. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, but we have witches today.
Yeah, we do. And we were going to do the top 4 type thing. We can still do a quick 4 witches, can we? Like, not even talk about them, just like, what are your top 4 favorite witch movies? And then talk about our particular movies.
Okay. I mean, we're doing that. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do it live. Bill Riley. Ooh, that's someone who's going to be his vice president, I'm guessing. All right.
Topical.
I know. So before you lose us, why don't you hit like and subscribe now? And remember, the podcast is called Streamin Demons. Dagnabbit. Unless you're Liquid IV, and then we're last podcast on the left.
We're much better podcasts if you're Liquid IV.
Liquid IV, please send your complaints there to my address there, of course.
Yes, of course. So witches, there's all types of witches.
Porn. Yeah, mostly it was like soft porn for video stores for that like period of the 80s where they all did like the witch killings and witch hunts, and this all just basically lesbian porn.
The softcore porn that I watched was in the 90s, and it was much different. It was all femme fatales then.
Femme fatale witches. Hmm.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't. It just okay.
Okay, let's go back and forth. Let's go back and forth
Okay.
and see. We'll just name some top witch movies that we
Top
not.
witch
We
movies.
the only thing is the ones we're not reviewing.
Right.
We can't mention the ones we're reviewing because we're kind of redundant.
Right.
So I'll just,
Yeah.
what would be one of your top witch movies?
I know it's like a classic, but I do like the well, the Bell Witch, but it's the Blair Witch. They
The
turned
Bl-
it into the Blair Witch.
I wrote the fucking sequel to that. Did you like the sequel? No one did. Fuck off.
Okay.
Never mind.
Now, was it the sequel that was like the Book of Shadows
Oh
type
fuck
thing?
no. No, 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 no. I wrote a sequel. I'm not gonna say with David Schmuller because that sounds misleading if I say I wrote the sequel with David Schmuller. I wrote the sequel for David Schmuller, which sounds even more misleading. I was in the
It does.
vicinity of David Schmuller when I wrote the sequel. That's more truthful to the point. So you said
Okay,
Blair
so
Witch. I'll get that. No, Blair Witch Project. I can hit
yeah,
that.
it was like at that time of my life where, I was scared to death of everything and I would go to summer camps and
Shit,
of
that
course
didn't
we
help.
had this oh God no, because we had like a ghost story witch, that was there called Green Eyes and oh Green Eyes is gonna get you and blah blah blah. So I was completely and utterly terrified of it and I appreciate what it is now.
A
And it was off of
mastermind
the
of marketing.
Well, yes, yes, especially back in those days. Found footage, because we have had found footage before that, but it really came up into the surface of like the public a bit more.
What was found footage before that? Give me an example.
Cannibal Holocaust, which you hate.
Oh, that was found footage? Fuck those
That
people. Fuck
was
Cannibal
found
Holocaust.
footage.
Fuck all that shit. Give me one that's not gonna make people like angry.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah. Then it goes like Parano. Uh, what was the
Grave
Blumhouse stuff?
Encounters after that.
Oh, Hell House
Hell,
LLC.
Haunting of yeah, Hell House
Is that the
LLC.
one? Yeah. Paranormal
Until lesser
Activity.
Paranormal Activity, and then if you want to go to the big movie monster route, there was Cloverfield,
Cloverfield. VHS.
yeah, VHS,
All the VHSs.
Poughkeepsie tapes, which
Poughkeepsie.
I have reviewed
Poughkeepsie.
on here. Poughkeepsie,
Poughkeepsie. Motherfucker.
Poughkeepsie,
I know. Every time I see the
Poughs.
city, I'm like, oh shit. I just
Wait,
hear the boxes. Poughkeepsie.
Okay. Anyway, the tapes, the P
Veteran.
tapes, those P tapes,
Those P tapes. Oh, I've seen those P tapes too, man. I didn't want to though. Did
found
not fucking
footage.
want to. It fucking was found footage.
It was.
So you're saying Blair Witch kind of starts off the popular found footage regime.
I would say so because I mean it made shitload more money than they thought it was ever gonna make, and it
Yeah.
really stuck into the consciousness. Even Scooby-Doo had, like, a parody of it, so it really was in the public mind, so it kind of
Okay.
pushed that.
Well, shit. I'll take that one. I'll take that
Okay.
one. But I'm gonna rebound this back on you. You're doing Blair Witch Project, Witches of Eastwick. Bam.
I've
That's
never
how
seen
MILFs
it.
are made.
I never saw it.
You never saw the Witches of fucking
I've
Eastwick with Jack
never
Nicholson?
I haven't, no.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting now.
1987, Witches of Eastwick with, get this, Michelle Pfeiffer, Susan Sarandon, and Cher.
Oh god, they're all beautiful.
How the fuck did you miss that movie?
I know, that does seem like a movie that I would absolutely adore, and I didn't. Like, I
Uh,
didn't see it.
okay, it's 87, so
It'll have to be on my list then.
okay. I'm with Frank with you. Hey, I'm Frank now. All right,
Oh, you're
anyways.
Frank? I thought you were Jim.
Yeah, I'll be Jim then.
Mwah, 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 mwah,
Witches of Eastwick. Now I'm doing it. Came
mwah.
out in 87. And remember, kids, this is before the internet was, you guys are all lucky, dude. We had the Sears catalog and maybe maybe an occasional nipple slip somewhere on TV. If you use your imagination, the news reporter might be wearing white one day. That's it. That's it, goddammit. That's all we fucking had.
Mm.
And so The
Yeah, you
Witches of
have to, like,
Eastwick, which
look
is a
at
PG movie,
anatomy book, but go on.
who can afford books? Sorry, rich people. We want rich people like y'all's. Like books. No one taught me how to read. But we've have this thing called Witches of Eastwick, and it was not Skinamax. So it was a legit movie,
Yeah,
but damn
those
it.
are legit actors.
Cher, Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm not even sure if this is before or after Pfeiffer does. I think this is before Pfeiffer does Batman.
He was so good on Batman.
It was such a good
Mm.
awakening
Mm,
for some people. That's why it has to be a top witch movie for me. Yeah, hands
alright.
down. What's your next one?
I'm going to say the movie that scared the shit out of me, but I absolutely adored, which was The Witches, which was based on Roald Dahl, book, and it had
Really?
Angelica Houston. It was terrifying.
Terrifying
It was
how?
well, it was worked on, with Jim Henson, so
Oh.
when the witches turned into witches, they basically it was like a body morph of them, like, tearing kind of off their skin to become these wrinkled, horrid, gross, grotesque beings of pure evil,
I'll still
and,
vote for that shit.
like, there was a lot of body horror in it, especially for, like, as a child, I believe, and it's been a while for me, but they got all turned into mice, and one of them got their tail cut off a little bit. Yeah, it was horrendous. But just watching I mean, they did an incredible job with prosthetics and practical effects to where it just absolutely is utterly terrifying as these women reveal themselves from these beautiful facades to be these ugly and shriveled and disgusting looking witches.
Well, that's kind of a critique on society, you think?
Well, I mean, like, as a kid, I was just like, "Ew, scary."
But right, yeah, no, as a kid, sure. But as an adult, you can kind of see it as like, well, they're probably making some sort of beauty skin deep attribute.
Well, I mean, like, they were evil, so they were evil on the outside and in the inside, but to them, the ugliness was conceived as beautiful,
Uh,
it was a flip
oh,
side.
I was like almost like a
So
Frankenstein. Okay. All
so
right.
it's
All
and there were
right.
good witches with it too, and, like the whole Glinda, there's good witches and bad witches, but it was very terrifying. I When I was a kid, I especially hated, like, body horror scenes, so, like, in Pinocchio, when they turn into donkeys, and Willow, when they turn into pigs, it utterly terrified me.
The cartoon.
Huh?
Pinocchio the cartoon.
Yeah, Pinocchio the cartoon, when they turn
Okay.
into donkeys and
That
his
terrified.
little hands turn into hooves and he's screaming, "Mama!" Scare the fuck out of me.
Really? You didn't grow up with Bambi's mom getting shot in the first 3 minutes of the fucking theaters.
Deer get shot.
Okay.
Sucks, but it happens,
Well,
but
then we're going to
turning
mine.
into an animal,
Yeah. Well, you wanna
turning
go
into
turn an
this
animal? I think this actually happens here. Warlock,
okay, it's been a
Julian
while, it's been
Sands,
a hot second.
with Julian fucking Sands and Richard
Yeah,
E. Grant and Laurie Singer.
we talked about Julian Sands before.
Yeah. So we won't go yeah, we've talked about this movie before, so we won't get that
I
long
think we
into it, but
did, yeah.
obviously, if you haven't seen Warlock '89, go check it out.
I
Julian
think it's free on
Sands is
Tubi.
mm, fuck
Free on
Tubies.
Tubi.
Fuck 'em all. What's your next one? What's the next one?
Uh, you caught me off guard.
I can do another one.
Wait, wait, just no, tell us about the Warlock in Warlock. Like, what
Tell
is
you about the Warlock and Warlock?
yeah, like,
Imagine
what
some
is
hot ass blonde dude coming to kill everyone so he can destroy the world. That's basically the tagline for Warlock.
that's
And
the
Julian Sands was so good in it.
tagline.
Well, Sands was so good in it. I actually, as a kid, I believed he was a fucking warlock. Not really. I'm not dumb. But I'm like, shit, this guy's a good monster actor. So I see him in other films. It kind of blows my mind. Going like, That's the motherfucker ripping people's dicks off and shit. Like, now
Oh,
he's doing, like,
cheesy Pete.
massages and yeah, well, the one film you're not gonna see Julian Sands in, right? Eh, you won't
Mm.
see him in the Warlock 1959 version of it about the Wild West, so don't watch that one. Watch the
What?
'89 version.
There was the Wild West?
Yeah, Warlock from '59 was with oh god, Henry Fonda,
Oh gosh.
and
That's
it's a six-gun shooter, so don't see that one, see the one with Julian Sands.
yeah, don't see that one.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
you don't even know what movie you wanna talk about,
I
Box?
don't
Look at
okay,
you.
okay, okay, Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow. Witch and Sleepy
With
Hollow.
Johnny Depp or the cartoon one?
With Johnny Depp.
I agree.
Yeah. Honestly, when I first saw Sleepy Hollow, I was not a fan. I thought it was ridiculous, over the top, and then when somebody said, "Hey, it's like a Hammer horror movie and it pays homage to it," I'm like, "Oh my god, everything makes sense now."
Yo, wait. Allegedly. Allegedly. You can't say it's like Hammer's Horrors, okay?
Okay.
Allegedly, Hammer had horrors. You can't say that for realsies.
No, Hammer had lots of horrors. Lots
Really?
of horrors, yeah.
Allegedly.
Like, Peter Cushing was a horse.
No. No. You
Christopher
can't
Lee
touch
was
this.
a Hammer horse.
Hammer horrors? I
Yeah.
don't know. I just pay them. I don't hammer them. Well, maybe that one way I do it, but, other than that, not really. Okay, so you're
But
talking
I
about
really
horrors. Go on.
horrors, yep, yep. But I really appreciated it. There are 2 witches in that. His mother, who was accused of witchcraft and who
Well,
was killed of witchcraft, and then his love interest, Christina Ricci.
oh, yeah. That's Sleepy Hollow. I'm like, what kind of Harriman horror has Christina Ricci in it? None of them did,
Yeah,
motherfucker, because that's called Sleepy Hollow. Oh,
it's
okay.
called, yeah, Sleepy Hollow.
I'll take that
It was
one.
a
I'll take
good
that one.
reimagining, yeah, it was
Are we
nice.
going to? Okay, we're not going to do a TV because otherwise we just talk about True Blood and shit like that. So we're going to talk
Yeah, we're
about
gonna yeah,
just
just
movies,
maybe
right?
movies,
Okay, just
yeah.
movies. Then my next one is Macbeth with Denzel's Washington.
Oh,
Black and white Shakespeare with Denzel's. Bam, three
it's in black and
witches.
white?
Oh yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know
Macbeth
that.
did black and white, man. With Denzel. I think Apple put it out, and it hit a slight theatrical release, especially in Montreal area with the Dollar Cinema, where somehow it just played magically, magically played. It's got Denzel, it's got Francis McDormand, it's got some Alex
Oh, I
Hassels,
like Frances McDormand.
it's got some millionaires or some Miles Anderson's in it. It's got a lot of cool people, man. You should watch. If you haven't watched Macbeth Black and White with Denzel, I don't think I need to say more than just Denzel at this point. Joel Cohen does it. Damn, that's hot. What's the next one?
Okay, my next one is Teen Witch, and it's a comedy. It's not as much horror,
It's
but
like
it
Teen
is
Wolf.
really cute. Huh?
It's like Teen Wolf or no?
It's kind of like Teen Wolf, but I guess for girls, it's Teen Witch.
Oh,
She becomes a witch on her birthday, and she puts a love spell, and she makes her friend be able to rap and
oh God.
stuff like that. It's look, it's a fun movie. It's one of those campy 80s um inconsequential movies that you can put on and it's a feel good. So you'll have fun with it.
I can see that. I can see that. And we'll do. Okay, let me do one. It was 1980s. You said
It was in the 80s. Yeah, that was 89.
yeah. 1982. The movie that made my entire family, obviously not my dad, freak out. Some people throw up. Some people have shivers and shakes. They couldn't even go to sleep.
What?
Sword and the motherfucking sorcerers. 1982.
Nev I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Exactly. Let me tell you the stars. You tell me if you even heard of them. Lee
Okay.
Horsley,
No.
Kathleen
It's not
Beller, Simon
no.
McCracken, George Maharis. Richard Lynch,
Uh,
maybe. You don't even know any of these people in this movie. It's
is
rated
is Rich
R.
is Richard Lynch like David Lynch's someone?
Oh god, that would be funny, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It's just like ex-marine who did like Lord of the Salem. He did a lot of cool stuff in horror, like Mummy's Kiss, Final Combat, Corpse of Forever,
Okay.
Halloween. Like I said, Witches of Salem. Wow, man,
Okay.
Ancient
I've
Warriors.
never heard of it. So people got really upset or what? What?
This is a rated R movie. All
Okay.
right.
I've
If I,
watched those.
if I was to make it comparable, I would say Crawl,
Okay.
but without I don't know. It was Crawl with a lot more blood and guts and ass.
Okay.
All right, and here's the thing:
All right.
it's not even. If I look at it now, it's laughable. It's just
Right. But
fucking
back
laughable. But at that
then,
time,
in
in
the
'83,
1950s, when you were 20
12,
years old.
yeah, yeah, I was buying hooch. All right, what's your next one? We'll do one more each. What's the next one?
I got okay. Okay. So I got okay, first I'm gonna okay, two more. Practical magic, but I don't like practical magic, but a lot of people do. So I will say practical magic, but the one that I do like that I think is very cool is Suspiria, especially the original one.
Suspiria.
Suspiria. They
Oh,
did
Suspiria.
do yeah, they did do a second, the reimagining in 2018, which was good, but I feel like the first Suspiria really encapsulates like the strangeness of witchcraft, the weirdness of dance and being in a different country and all these weird things because it's kind of like a mystery in a way, wrapped into this witch um
Rappers.
coven and agenda.
I
But
can dig
also a
that.
lot of people like practical magic. I don't, but
No,
there's a new
no.
practical magic coming out, so
Is that the
I'll
one with Bette
hurrah
Midler?
it.
Oh,
No.
that was Hocus Pocus.
Oh, but Hocus Pocus is really good too. Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
do
saying.
really like Hocus Pocus. No, Practical Magic is with um Sandra Bullock and
Oh, yeah, the another one's coming out. They do a
yeah,
sexy
yeah, yeah.
poster.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. I haven't watched the first one.
Kim oh, what's her no, not Kim.
Kim Cartel? Cattrall?
Nicole Kidman.
Or Nicole Kidman, which is my
Or
13th
or
guess, I was gonna say,
yeah, right.
from the word
Right.
Kim.
We almost got there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll see that one. You know what? I'm not gonna mention the Harry Potters, although they
I'm
will
not
fit.
either.
They
They
will
would
fit.
fit, but I'm not gonna either.
Yeah, but I love those Harry Potter movies. That made me read the book.
I read the first book and and I watched half of two of the movies.
Oh, well, they're not for everyone. The one, however, if I have just one more witch, if I
One
could
more
just
witch.
one more witch it, I'm gonna do Star Wars. Motherfucking space witches. Yeah.
Okay, who was a space witch in Star Wars?
Leia.
Why?
If
How?
Luke's an old space wizard, Leia's an old space witch. That's how it
I
works.
always felt like
The
are
Force?
they witches though?
The
To
Force?
me, that's not like
Yoda's like a witch,
witchery.
right?
Mm, well, I
All
guess
right, all right, all
it
right.
is.
Fine,
I
fine,
guess
fine, fine. I'll do another one. Fine, I'll do another one. Any
is it a
which way
bot?
but loose. It's got witch in the fucking title. Any which way like by loose, by loose. Wow. Any which
Wait,
way but loose.
I don't
By
think that has
turn
a witch.
Clyde. Bam. Clint
Does it
Eastwood.
really? Does it have a witch?
Yeah, in the title. Any which way but loose.
I don't think it's the
Like it could
right
be any
witch.
which way you want, but you just can't be a loose witch because that's a horror
I
or
don't
something.
think that works. Okay. Anyway,
Fine, fine, fine. I'll do one more witch movie. Jeez, you guys are killing me right now. Easy.
now who's stalling?
No, I'm not stalling. I don't know what you mean
Okay.
by Stalin. Like the guy who used to rule Russia, Stalin? Whoo-wee.
I'm looking the Love Witch. The Love Witch was good.
No, if this was actually like if we could do
The
TV, I would
Worst
mention The
Witch.
Witcher as well.
Oh yeah, The Witcher. That would be that would be one too.
That would be a great one. And I'm not
Hmm.
gonna mention what was the other one? The Craft.
Season of the Witch.
Any
That
of
was a good
those
one.
movies. I am no, I'm not gonna mention Season of the Witch. It's not even like the top 10 Nick Cage movies. That's a Nick Cage movie, right?
No, that's that is a Nick Cage movie. No, I was talking about
Isn't
the
Nick
72 one. But yeah, you're right. I
There's
think it
another
is.
other one?
You're right. Well, there's the 72 one, and then there's the Nick Cage one, and the Nick Cage one is a hoot and a half.
A hoot and a half. I want Did
And a
Bewitch
half.
ever make an actual movie? Because that would be mine, Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched. It had Will Ferrell in it.
Oh, shit. No, never mind. I
Nope,
meant like
nope.
the
You already
actual
said it.
Bewitched.
Nope, you already said it.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Bam.
That's a TV show.
Was it really? Lion, Witch, and the
Oh,
Wardrobe got Witch right in the shit.
okay, fine, fair.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do then. All
All
right.
right.
So if you're new, we usually don't spend 25 minutes talking about witch movies.
And Googling like furiously.
Seriously, which movie? Oh
But
shit.
there are actually a lot of good witch movies out there.
Yeah, find some. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now, we are
Mhm.
going to have you go first. What movie did you do,
Oh,
Box?
I did Witchery, which
Witchery.
yeah, Witchery. It is a movie.
It is a movie.
I think it had a plot. I don't know. It's also La Casa 4, if you're following along at home. La Casa 4 Witchcraft, but it's an Italian horror, but with
I
not
like Italian
Italians.
horrors.
So it has
Oh,
David Hasselhoff. It's got the Hoff and
it's got
primo
Davey
Hoff
Hasselhoff.
action.
Who?
Yeah, and 89 Hoff too.
In
So he was
'89.
like
Oh wow.
primo Hoff. It has Linda Blair and then a whole bunch of other people that you probably will not know.
Is this the one where Linda Blair gets naked?
No,
I'm thinking of
the
Playboy.
other girl gets naked. You are thinking of Playboy.
Oh.
This is the Linda Blair who's pregnant, but the pregnant bit goes through in and out. Sometimes she looks very pregnant, and sometimes she looks like she's bloated. This is
Oh.
basically where Hasselhoff and his girlfriend are basically like crashing at this one place that's supposed to be haunted by witches because she's doing her master's on witches or something.
Right.
She is completely sex repulsed. Every time he's like, "Hey, kissy kissy," she's like, "Fuck you, sleep on the floor." In the meantime, we're barraged with a whole bunch of other characters, namely this one family that's like, "We're gonna buy this house and turn it into a hotel," and blah blah blah
So
blah blah.
Beetlejuice.
Kind of. So they come to this because it's on an island. They come to this
Epstein?
witch
It went to
hotel.
Epstein Island?
No, it's the witch island. It's like a witchy
Which one?
island.
I don't know which island you're talking about.
It's like the
Is it
witch
Horror
one.
Island?
It is
Because
witch
that does
it's
exist in my mind too.
witch island on horror
It's Horror Island. I love
river.
it. Okay, so they went to Horror Island. You should start with that.
They went to horror island. So at first, David Hasselhoff and his girlfriend are like trying to hide because like, oh, they can't
Too
catch
many
us because
horrors.
we're literally like breaking and entering and living here.
Oh,
But the two families do coincide, and basically whole bunch of shenanigans happen. Within the first, like I would say, 30 minutes, absolutely fucking nothing happens, except for establishing characters that have no character, and a woman in black who has like a really shiny brooch.
so I have to ask, Box. When you said the best witch movies we're gonna do for this podcast, is that your
Yes.
definition of the best witch
No,
movie?
we just said we were going to do witch
Oh, I thought it
movies.
was the best witch movies. That's why. Look, the title of the
Nah.
podcast. Look at the fucking title. The best witch horror movies.
Oh, well, I already told about the best witch horror movies.
Oh, okay. So now we're gonna
I
talk
did
more.
a shitty one.
Oh, I did not. I'm gonna win this one.
I Okay, you're gonna win this one. You
Damn
are.
right.
But I have David Hasselhoff on my side, so all the Germans are gonna be agreeing with me.
Yeah. How will that work for the last person a bunch of Germans agreed with?
Their last
For the
counselor, what
EU.
was her
Jesus
name?
Christ, where are we going with that one? That's dark. I was talking about the EU box. What
No,
the
I was
fuck?
talking about what's her name? Merkin? Merkin?
Oh my god.
Angela?
Merkel. Angela.
Merkel. Isn't she married to the the family? No, that's Meghan Markle. Okay, so I'm thinking Meghan Markle, and you're okay. I'm really good with like politics from other places.
Uh-huh. 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 I see. So
Okay, so
you
anyway,
have
40 minutes
Hasselhoff, you got Linda Blair's. What else?
in, then people go into this weird random dimension of hell, maybe? Question mark.
The hell
And they get
dimension.
tortured and stuff.
Oh.
You finally do see boobies, but it's in a rape is not our sponsor scene,
Oh.
and it's really sad because I wanted to see happy boobies, and instead I
Oh.
got sad boobies.
No. Yeah,
So
that's not good.
yeah,
Jeez.
that sucks.
So
I
was it
wanted
did they have
happy boobies.
effects? Were they practical?
They were practical effects. They were fine. They were very Italian horror. They were more 70s like they were very giallo. It was very giallo effects. So you get like the scene that you'll see like promoted is like somebody with their lips sewn together.
Hmm.
That took like 5 minutes to do. Whoever did that, obviously that was their first go around doing that. Like, I don't think it would take 5 minutes to sew someone's lips. But anyway,
Are they moving or
don't
dead?
prove me wrong. Yeah, she was moving. She was alive.
Oh, well,
And
I
then
I
they stuffed her in a fireplace and then she like burnt to death
oh.
because she was stuck in the fireplace. But the smoke would have gotten out, so they would have known that there was an obstruction in the fireplace.
Oh my god, you're
Anyway,
deconstructing what's wrong with the scenes when the premise is David Hasselhoff and Linda
okay,
Blair
you're right. You're right.
go
You're
to
right.
an island
David Hasselhoff
that's
and Linda
inhabited by
Blair.
other people, apparently. That's the only fucking
That
dilemma they have
and
in this
there's a
movie.
witch, I guess. There's a witch, I suppose, and she's like with the shiny brooch. And that's the movie.
Oh, okay.
Best witch movie, everyone.
Uh-huh.
Hooray!
What would you rate this one?
Um, apparently I have to rate it 5 stars. No, I would rate this I would give it a 2.
Do
I
you
would give it a
understand
2.
why I confused you and Voodoo for a while, right?
What?
You're like,
No.
This is the movie. This is my favorite movie." Well, how would you
Okay.
give it? 1. What
I
the
did
fuck?
I
One's
didn't know
bad,
we were
right?
doing our favorite witch movies, or else I would have watched The Blair Witch.
Okay.
I did watch the sequel to The Blair Witch, which was
Was it
bad. It
mine?
was not good. It might have been yours.
Whatever.
Was
Did
it
they
about her
happen?
brother? Was it the
No.
brother?
It was about a brother. Yes, it was, but not
Was
the
it
way you're
about
using the
her
word.
was it her brother going looking for her?
It was about a bunch of brothers looking for something.
Yeah, I don't think
We watched the
it
same
was
movie? It's
I
not
don't
mine,
think
is it?
you wrote
Not
what
that
I
one. Yeah,
watched.
I don't know. I don't know what you watched.
Yeah. But I did watch that one and it was not good. But I do recommend Blair Witch.
So you don't so you get the other one too? The Witchery with David Hasselhoff?
Detroit, yeah, if you're a big Hoff fan, absolutely watch this movie. It's cheesy Hoff, but sadly they don't utilize him as much. And honestly, 90% of the movie are the characters looking very confused, which was the exact same reaction that I had. So
Oh,
it's a very confusing movie.
well, it's good for you. Be confused.
Good for me, good for everyone, good for the Hoff.
Yeah. Not every movie can be Piranha 3D. All right.
No,
Now my movies.
oh wait, I thought we were doing the movie together.
Oh, you do a movie, I do a movie, and then we do a movie together.
Okay, that's not what we
Have you
just
not done this show before?
have we discussed this before? We
Yeah,
actually do talk before the show, but
I know.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Curious.
That it reminds me. You did the introduction to the show so well. It
I
reminded me
did.
of a thing I was going to do. I was going to interview
Oh,
myself
why?
for the book. Yeah, I was just going to go back and forth like that, like you did, like box and gym. I was like, I could do
Right
that.
now?
Yes, right now. It's a surprise. I'm gonna do my book now. No, I've got
Sounds like your book does not have witches in it.
it's got something in it. Some
It
of them.
has the F word, and not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, I know. It's got a lot of the other effort though.
It's got fart knocker.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Hey, that's my nickname though. This comes from 2024 Empire Queen, the Golden Age of Magic from IMDb.
What?
In a kingdom where magic is forbidden, a charming trio of adventurers embark on a dangerous quest in search of the legendary sovereign wand, which is needed to overthrow an evil queen and restore magic for all.
Legends
That's
of
right, man.
what?
What do you mean? Which is what?
Legends of what?
Empire Queen, the Golden
Empire.
Age of Magic.
Why is it so long?
I have no idea how you think that's long. But
Queen.
anyways, this movie came out in 2024. It is making the rounds. You can get it on Amazon right now. I'll probably drop a link if you want it. And it is the brainchild of Chris Dane Owens and Jason Schultz, written and directed by both of them, and stars both of them along with Steel Pulse. Now, usually when I see written, directed, and stars by the same people, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking trash.
Yeah. I
However,
mean, we all get that little knee-jerk reaction.
right. However, when I'm watching it, the way it starts out make me forget a lot about my fears.
Oh,
For example, for example, there are movies that we've seen, there's movies we talked about, there's movies I've been in where we're like, this movie is not that great, but it's not the actor's fault.
right.
It might not even be the
Exactly.
writer's fault. It could just be the sound or the cinematography is just shit, and
Or
so it drops
the
down.
production or
The
the yeah.
production value. So you see the actors just
Mhm.
acting their ass off. If you don't know what can really make a great movie versus something that doesn't sound or feel right, is usually the background and stuff like that, how it appears, the normal
Mhm.
Foley, stuff like that. This one hits it hard. This one hits it hard. And the fun thing is not only do some of these people write and direct it and star in it, also cinematography is done by. So you
So this
you
is a passion project.
honestly, I think it is a passion project.
Well, yeah, when you're wearing many hats,
Like,
that's a passion project. Like you have to work really hard to make sure it gets out.
Jason does the cinematography and it works beautifully. And this is the thing. I looked at the runtime. I ain't gonna lie. At the runtime, when I saw it, I was like, holy fuck, am I seeing this wrong? It was two and
You
a half
told
hours.
me 2.5 hours. I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
That's what I was saying. Like, but the thing is, the pacing is so good, the 2.5 hour flies by. I've seen the
Okay.
Hobbit movie drag on for 2 or 3 hours. You're like, fucking kill me, please.
I can't even do The Hobbit. I couldn't.
This is well paced. It's well
Okay.
paced. It's well acted. The story is fun. The special effects are nice. I would want to say it's a lot of homages to different films in the genre. I
Mhm.
think that's going to be fair.
It
And
looks kind
if
of
you, yeah,
fantasy-esque. Is it fantasy-esque?
sure,
Okay.
sure, it is fantasy. It's based in fantasy. It does have witches in it. That's why we're doing it for witching.
Right.
It can be horror adjacent because of the aspects of the fantasy, though.
Yeah, I'm just curious because 'cause I'm looking at it right now and it looks like high, like, fantasy, high, like, adventure-y kind of thing.
One of their influences, I believe they list, was Princess Bride. So if that
Oh,
gives you any
okay.
type of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And there's lines you will hear. One of the things I was watching before this just happened to be the documentary on Gene Wilder,
Aw.
and I did not know how old Mel Brooks got
Oh, yes,
because
he's
he was always old to me, but now he's old,
yeah,
old.
it's like Clint Eastwood, he's always been 72.
Yeah.
He's still 72, he will always be 72.
So I've watched this, and one of the movies they did was Blazing Saddles, and they're like, "Are you awake? Or are we black?" You know, that
Mhm.
comes out. And so when they use that line in a slightly different way in the movie, I'm like, "Oh, okay, is that an homage to Blazing Saddles?" Which I hope the fuck it is.
Yeah,
Or is
you
this
would think
just
it was.
one big rip? Well, sometimes movies are just one big rip from another, you know? But that's
Yeah,
not that. That's not the case for this one. This is a great showing of what you can do. The settings are basically a forest, a sea, some castle looking things. But you can also say, like, oh, this is beautifully set, meaning someone went outside and did this shit. Like someone got this, and it opens up in a wonderful opening scene with the overhead. And it's like, oh my God, that's beautiful.
how is the music?
It fits. There's no, well, I can't spoil it, but everything fits. The sound fits, the tension's there. The music itself is a good idea because Mozart is part of the music.
Okay,
Think of music you
okay.
can use without having to pay a fucking royalty.
I mean, there's a lot, um,
I'm sorry, but it works really well with this. It works really well with this. And this idea, the story and the idea where magic is being outlawed by the queen who wants to use magic, be the only magic user there. It's like outlawing guns when you're the only person that has guns. Like only
okay,
my gun's allowed. No one else's gun is allowed.
right,
Right.
okay.
So you have this and you have the entire intrigue and backstory. Honestly, and this is gonna be maybe telling a little too much how much I like or dislike a particular franchise. I'd rather watch this than House of Dragon or the fucking Lord of the Rings. Power Ring,
Okay,
where the fuck the new Lord of the Rings is called. I'd rather watch this. I think this is what it could have been. This is what House of Dragon and the Lord of the Rings new TV show should have been. It should
yeah,
have been this fun yet serious romp where you have suspense, you have action. People don't always show the best of themselves. It's real. The characters all have their flaws. They all have their ability to overcome some of them. And it is something that is absolutely, it sounds like a passion. It really
yeah,
does sound like a passion. And it knows what it is. It doesn't try to be anything it's not. It knows exactly what it is. It's able to poke fun or make homages to other things in the genre. And Chris
that's
Dane
fun.
Owens and Jason Schultz, I believe this is a home run. If you look at, they already won an award. It's still in like the things. It's still in the festivals. I think I believe I'm seeing this at Gen Con as well, or I'm talking to them. Surprise! I believe I'm talking to both of them at Gen Con when I go, and I'll hook them up with what's cracking.
Oh,
But
nice.
I got this. It fell in my lap randomly because they're like, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" I'm like, "Oh, let me see the movie first." And so I thank you for the movie. And you know me, even if you give me a movie, if it's shit, and I'll tell you,
You'll still give it an okay grade.
I might
You
give it like a
you
3 or
you grade
2.5.
high, but you are pretty honest with if you actually watch it or not.
If you think I grade
And
high, I look at movies like this. Did I make it?
yeah. Mhm.
Did I make this movie? No. Okay. So how much would it have been for this person to make this movie? I mean, there's some movies that I'm not. I've this. We've got so many screeners. Some of these screeners that they gave me, they ain't come
Yeah.
out ever as a fucking review.
Yeah.
Like never ever. I'm like looking for that one thing to say like this positive. Like I can't do it. But this is an 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb. That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
fair.
There's high, yeah, and it did win an award.
Yeah. And it's on
It
Amazon right now,
won.
so check it out. It is Empire Queen: The Golden Age of Magics. Check it out on Amazon. You love it. I loved it. It's a bit kid-esque, meaning you can watch it with kids, probably
Like
PG-13,
older
PG.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of aligns with the movie that I'm gonna suggest for our threesome. Oh, that sounds weird. For our double team, tag team. Oh boy, gosh damn it.
Next week tag team?
No,
Next time tag team?
this time's tag team. It goes
Oh,
along with that one. So,
okay.
all in all, And based upon this being an indie film that went 2.5 hours, that flew by at 2.5 hours, nothing dragged. There's nothing to cut. We've all seen movies that were like, please, what? This is not even an act. Just cut that shit out. This does
Mhm.
not have it. There's no dead weight. The acting is great. The the motion is great. Everything's so cool. I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5 Cthulhu's.
That's pretty high.
Boom.
That's
And
pretty high.
box, I had zero expectations coming into this. When I saw that the runtime, I had less than zero. I was like,
I know, you were like, "What did I get myself into?" And I'm
right,
like, "I
because
don't
I
know,
had
buddy."
my mind on, oh god, it's one of those. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Where's my alcohol? Where's, but
"Where's my
it's
liquid IV?"
where's my liquid IV in my bunghole? But it's the acting of Seal Post, the Chris Danes Owens, and Jason Schultz. They all act, and there's even I'm gonna say it right now. Spoiler alert, maybe. I don't know.
Don't spoil too much.
Okay, I won't spoil too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just say there's someone in the film that might go ho ho ho, motherfucker, yeah.
Okay.
Cypress Hill's in it. Yep.
Oh, okay, okay,
A ho ho, another whole Merry Christmas. There you go. You thought I was
okay.
gonna do
There
Santa
we go.
Claus? Like, no, I'm talking about Cypress Hill.
Yeah, I was, like, very confused. Okay,
Cypress
get
Hill's
it.
not in this movie, just so you guys know. But
Oh, okay.
4.5 out of 5. That's my final offer. Now, box.
Yes.
I know, and we don't have to do a third movie whatsoever, but we usually do a
Okay.
third that we double team, and we didn't talk about this time because madness happens. We both got
Wait,
ultra
I watched
unplugged
it,
from
though.
reality after watching a debate
I
between
totally watched it,
two
though.
lunatics. A
Okay.
third movie?
We were talking about The Craft.
I thought we already reviewed The Craft.
No, we didn't review The Craft
We
because it
didn't
was
review
part
The
of the
Craft?
witch. Because it was part of the witches. The witch theme.
We didn't review the fucking Craft?
No,
I watched The Craft.
you did for this
Oh
podcast.
shit, it's a Craft?
It's The Craft because it's witches.
Okay. Then I'll have to mention one more witch movie. That
Okay,
was gonna be my movie before I got Empire Queen: The Golden Age of Magic with Chris Dane Owens and Jason Schultz and Seal
okay,
Post, by the way. They really do pull this off. This is such a great
okay,
film.
okay. I
Anyways,
got it. No.
I was gonna do Bedknobs and Broomsticks of
Oh my
Angela
god.
Lansbury. Was
Okay,
my
I love.
original.
That's great. I have not seen
You've
it.
never seen?
I've
Oh my god!
never seen it, and
Wait,
I'm a
wait, wait! You've
huge
not seen
Angela
it?
Lance. I've
Wink, wink.
not.
You've not seen
I'm
it?
not. s- I've
Not see?
not seen.
You not see it?
I've not seen it with Angela
9. I not
Lansbury.
see it. Well, I bring that up
I have.
because I'm pretty because it's in World War II.
It is in World War II, and it was like I know that it. Yeah, like
It's
I
Angela Lansbury just being tripped the fuck out through most of the guy. Roddy McDowell's in it.
it's yes. I mean, I've
Okay,
seen pieces of it. I know. I as a big Angela Lansbury fan, it's very disappointing.
we
I
might have
get
to
it.
do like the top kid horror movies and put that one on there.
Honestly, I'd be up for that,
Would you
man.
be okay?
I would be up
I
for
do you
that.
want to do Bedknobs and Broomsticks as our tag team or our solo
Yeah.
tag team?
No,
Okay,
as our tag team
okay,
because yeah, and then we can talk about it then.
okay, cool.
Welcome
So
back to Streaming Demons where we talk about things.
things we'll do in a production meeting, basically. So the
Welcome
craft.
to production. Yeah.
Honest to God, I did not remember. I remember watching it. I thought I already reviewed it. So let's get the craft. The weirdest thing with the craft is the cast.
The cast is oh, it's so 90s. It's such a 90s cast.
Christine Taylor's, Skeet Ehrlich, Rachel True,
I
Nev
I know it's
Campbell's,
like you get like Jan Brady saying racial slurs and then freaking out because her hair's falling.
and Robin Tooney, who is like knocked out episode of House and The Mentalist for seasons upon seasons upon seasons upon seasons.
Yes. Yep.
And
Yep.
Feruza Balk, which I think
Fairuza Balk,
did she
she's
do anything else
great.
after that though?
Okay, yes. And I feel so bad for her because she was in the cursed production of The Island of Dr. Moreau with what's
Val
his
Kilmer.
crazy face? Val Kilmer. And what's the legend who went crazy?
What
No
do you mean,
offense,
legend? Who went
allegedly.
crazy? Marlon
With
Brando didn't
power.
go crazy.
Marlon, he went crazy with power,
I don't know, but
allegedly.
I like
He
Brando.
wanted
I
to
don't
be
know.
a dolphin. He wanted to be a dolphin man, okay? That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna say.
in the movie or the?
Yes, in the movie.
Uh,
And he had
no,
the
I
world's
dig that.
littlest man. Anyway, we're not talking about that movie, but she was in that. Poor Veruza Balk. She did a great job in this movie. Oh, and Nev Campbell. Campbell.
Nev Campbell's in it too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, Scream clean. Scream. I can't say anything. Scream
Scream Queen.
clean.
There you go.
There
So
we go.
we've got this. We got a lot of people, a lot of talent in it, and it
Man,
comes down to
the soundtrack just put me back right back there in the 90s.
what's the soundtrack like?
Oh, it had Matthew Sweet, it had Susie and the Banshees, it had Letters to Cleo, Heather Nova, just Portishead. It was crazy. I was just like, "Oh my
Portishead.
gosh."
But you know,
Like,
you think this movie's crazy? The soundtrack. You should hear another one with Robin Tooney in it. The one that she shaves her head for. Empire fucking Records.
oh yeah, yeah. That one's an amazing
But
soundtrack.
when you're saying
I keep
90s,
forgetting I keep forgetting she was in that, to be honest.
oh, I know. Like,
Yeah.
sincerely, a lot of people, and like, okay, if you didn't know about the 90s, let me tell you, we named most of the stars already. We can
We did.
add in, oh, Renee Zellweger, sort of starting to get it out in there. Liv Tyler, add in Liv Tyler.
Well, this is the other movie. This is Empire Records.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to get for the listeners if they don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
who the hell was in the
If they don't
90s.
yeah, uh, trying to think of other people.
Jay and Silent Bob,
Jay and Silent
Affleck, and
Bob.
fucking Joey
Oh
Lauren
god.
Adams, Jason Lee, Scott, Muse. So that's basically everyone who's ever acted in the 90s. The end. Now,
Yes.
back to the cult, the craft.
The Craft.
The craft. Yes.
The Craft.
So you like the music, I like the music too. The acting is
Mhm.
phenomenal. These are all heavy hitters. They alone can carry their own movies, and as an ensemble, they kind of do work because that's what the craft's about, is an ensemble of people getting together and
Of
doing
women.
witchy stuff.
Of women getting together, like, of these young women who have a lot of problems that they see. One of them was horrifically burned with something. She feels horrible about it. She has to get these medical, like,
Right.
injections. We have another who she's, below poverty line. She has her mom and this asshole that's her mom's boyfriend who's completely inappropriate with her. Our main character, her mom had died when she was born. She's in this new place. She's trying to fit in. And then basically, I'm trying to think of like,
Well, okay, I'll save you with this one. It's basically the movie about don't judge a book by a cover lest you cover another. Oh, that's Johnny Rotten from Pill. But still, that's what the movie's about. We all are like, oh, we name the cast. No one's gonna go, ew, that person's unesthetically, yuck. No, they're all arguably great looking people, you know? So you're looking at these things, it's just a bunch of great looking people having problems. That's the
well,
craft.
no. I think it's young women having problems and needing to turn to something else to try to solve it. Are they good friends? No. They're horrible friends. I really feel bad for, the main character. I'm sorry, I forget her name. Sarah. Sarah. I really feel bad for
Sarah.
Sarah because she goes there, everybody's just a dick to her in this parochial school, and then she basically starts becoming friends with this coven because this asshole that she liked started spreading rumors about sleeping with her. So then she became friends with them. But they're terrible friends.
Right.
They're really bad. But they're trying to make this like this bond. They're all trying to find this
Like
bond
some
to
sort of
where they belong.
coven with each other.
Yeah, but more than that, where they
It's called
belong in the
craft.
world, where they belong as people, as women, and as well, young witches as well.
See, you understood it was at a Catholic school, and I was like, I didn't even get that.
Oh, no, I got that when I saw their outfits. I'm like, "Oh, that's a parochial school."
Oh, I just thought they were strippers. I did not know
Oh,
this.
no, they're not horrors.
The horrors.
Horrors.
Hey, they
They're
can
not
be whatever
horrors
they want. They're in the
Like
craft.
Christopher Lee.
Well, okay. So we're talking about it. It is a decent movie. Is it for kids though? We're going.
No.
It's an R.
Oh,
It's
goodness,
actually an
no.
R in
Yeah,
'96.
I would say it's for teens. I would say teen.
Oh, define teen. Like mid to younger. Are you younger?
15,
Mid? Yeah,
16.
15, 16
You know,
is about right. Mid to
yeah,
older.
because that's what they're supposed to be portraying, and I feel like a lot of the issues that they had then, racism, classism, things like
Right.
that, are still prevalent with young girls
It
today, so
it
I
does
think that
well.
would be
It
yeah.
it really does address racism. It does address kind of being awkward as you grow up and knowing later on, no matter how awkward you felt in high school or grade school or what it was, later on in your life, you can look back and going, "Wow, everyone's fucking lying anyways. They're all awkward and horrible." Everyone
Yeah,
at that
they're
age is awkward and
horrible people,
horrible.
and I think it's
Some
just
people hide it better than others, and they gang up on people so they don't have to see it in themselves.
absolutely, absolutely, and I
And
think
that's the
especially
movie.
young AFABs, you know, you don't have a lot of power. You don't have a lot of freedom. You have to do what your parents say. You have to do what the cliques say at school. You know, there's not a lot of freedoms to be different, to be yourself. And I think that kind of goes back to it. But then again, her friends were not good friends. They were very toxic, especially for Bulk.
Yes, absolutely.
But they
But they
had a
all play
great
in the
fight scene. They had a great
award winning
magical
from
fight scene.
MTV. The fight
Yeah,
scene.
it was a good fight scene.
It was decent. Everything with Nightmare on Elm Street Part 18 should have been, but wasn't.
Well, and for the day too, the effects, well, CGI, a lot of them, there was a lot of practical too with the bugs and
It
snakes and whatnot.
held up for the
But
most part.
it was for the day and the time because I remember watching it when I was younger and thinking, "Wow, that was amazing. She changed her hair color. Wow, that was amazing." Like with the mirror, you know.
Yeah.
It will be dated now, but for the time it was very good.
The time was very good. And if you want to see it, I think, yeah, 15, 16-year-olds, go for it. I mean, ask your parents
Yeah.
because you ain't fucking 18 yet. But it is
You
rated
know,
R. Go see some
parents
shit. I don't
if
give a
you're
shit.
gonna watch a movie that's rated, this would be a fine one. She says "fuck" once.
It's
There's
mom
really
watch. Put it this way, you can watch it with your fucking parents.
you can't you can't.
There's no finger in this movie that makes you go, "Oh fuck, why are my parents here?"
Well, there's a essay scene, but she gets away. I'll tell you that spoiler. She's fine. She's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what would you rate it?
Honestly, looking back at it, it was fun. Um, I'm gonna go high with it. I'm gonna say a 4. I enjoyed it. It was a good blast from the past, and maybe I'm wearing my nostalgia glasses, but I enjoyed it.
I think it's a good solid 4. I'll give it 4.2. It's
Okay.
not quite 4.5 for me because
Mhm.
there's some shit I'm like, I didn't understand some of the plot, and that's not because I'm dumb. I just didn't understand like why that had to happen. And sometimes like, oh, it had to happen because of the movie. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
right.
but
Because
it's
movie.
it's the
Right.
Karate Kid thing. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to jail right now.
Oh,
Fucking straight out. Most of you
100%.
go in jail in the first act.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Like I believe the
Uh,
witchcraft part of it, but I don't believe them not going to jail part. I'm like, really?
I
Fucking no
think
jail
it's
time?
funny though that like basically though, if the cops said something and you're like witchcraft, they'd be like, Okay, crazy person.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so
no, it
4 and
was
4.42.
oh, you know what? I change it. I remember. I give it a 0. I give it a 0, and I'll tell you why. She killed the sharks.
Wow. Son of a
She
bitch.
killed the sharks.
So a 0 and a
I
4.2.
don't like I don't like it. I don't like when you kill the sharks. They were doing nothing. They weren't even trying to eat you, and you killed them for no reason, just to prove that you're big and powerful and strong.
Oh,
Boo. Boo on
shit.
you.
Shit. Box.
What?
Box.
What?
That was my argument with they/them last term. You know that, right?
What? That they killed the sharks?
Dog instead of sharks, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Just to prove how big and bad you are. You didn't have to do it. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, all right, so a 0 and a 4.2. That's a little sway there for the best witch movie ever, I guess.
If you cut out that scene, it would be a 4.
All right, go back to that.
If you wanna watch Jan Brady say horrible racist things and then get what's coming to her,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead
could
and watch
do that, and you could also watch the one where I'm not going to mention names, but we kind of already did it, where a certain blonde actress who wants this movie off of a resume was really fucking racist throughout the entire goddamn movie of Keith Sutherland. That's all I'm saying. Google it. You can find it. We already did a review on it. Hell, it's on the last
Did we?
drive-in. Watch that too.
Oh,
All right. So that's it for our show
okay.
box. What do you want to plug?
I want to plug. I'm looking it up. I have it on my
Looking
thing.
up. Okay. It's a plug. Just plug it. Plug
I'm
it.
gonna go. I'm looking.
All right. While this
You
box is
go.
looking up their thing to
Yeah,
plug,
you go.
I am going to plug SIPA Canada. SIPA, which is the Scientific Investigation of Paranormal Activity in Canada. I'm plugging that. If you have it on Facebook, go SIPA Canada. Check them out. Very cool people. Spooky, haunted. Box your plug.
Boo. Okay, boo. I can't find my plug, but what I'm gonna say is, guys, it's the summer right now.
It is?
There's a lot of cool stuff going on. If you feel comfortable with going out, go get some sun, go get some air, go get some fun, go to a farmer's market, just go and have a good time. Like, it's time for us to relax and enjoy it. Uh, Especially here in America, just take some time for yourself. You know, take some time for yourself.
Why, you still got time to take. All right,
Well, you still
sounds
got
good to
time to
me.
take.
Next time, we're doing the best children's horror movies.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
that was
love
gonna be
looking
fun.
at it.
all that and more on the next Streaming Demons. For this one,
Wait. I have to say it because I'm you.
all right, go for it.
All that and more on the next Streamin' Demons.
Don't forget
Is
to
that
do
better?
yeah, motherfucker later on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You gotta get through this first.
I hear a cat.
Oh, motherfucker.
Baby Yoda.